Hi, I'm Karina.
Hi, Megan.
I'm Jared, and we did our project examining the opinions of our friends and family members and people we met and their opinions on abortion.
What is your name and how old are you?
Karina, 22.
Okay. Do you know anyone who has had an abortion?
Yes.
How many people?
I know actually a couple. One was too young to have the baby, and she ended up just giving it up, and not giving it up, but like having an abortion.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one just, she had actually like 5 abortions.
Wow.
And then on her 6th pregnancy, her boyfriend ended up marrying her. And
Oh, okay. And so the only one of them had several, and the other one just had one.
Mhm.
All right. Okay. Do you think if a woman is raped, she has the right to get an abortion?
of course, it's absolutely her choice. No one.
Yeah. Would you personally?
Yes.
Okay. Is abortion something that's easy or difficult for you to talk about? Does it make you uncomfortable?
I think it's very easy to talk about as long as you're comfortable with that topic and you're confident.
If you became pregnant tomorrow with your income that you have right now and your school schedule, would you consider abortion?
Absolutely. I mean, I don't have a lot of money right now, and I'm working like a job as a hostess, so I definitely don't think I'd be able to afford having a baby.
Has your view on abortion changed at all as you've gotten older and more educated?
I don't think it's changed much because in high school I still had the same view. I was very pro-choice back then and never really changed from then.
Okay. So have you've been able to see the pro-life choices and understand that, but you've always managed to be pro-choice?
I've always managed to be pro-choice because I never understood why people decided to get so involved with others' lives. I don't think that it's any of their business. Don't think that they should have like a say in what other people do with their own lives.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Well, that's it. Thank you for your time.
State your name and your age.
Megan McMahon, 21.
Okay. Now, what are your views on abortion?
I see abortion as something that it's not necessarily something that anybody wants to have to do, but if it came to it, I understand why people get abortions, and I don't think it's anyone else's business to, and have them feel bad about their choices and what they did, because it's not hurting anyone else except their life.
So, do you know anyone who's had an abortion?
Yes, I know a couple, and one was married and she had an abortion, and they were both with partners. It wasn't sleeping around. They had boyfriends, and they just couldn't afford a baby at that time. So.
Now, what age group were they in?
20s, early 20s, I believe. And one was 16 when she got pregnant, and her parents actually forced her to have an abortion.
Oh, really?
Because it wasn't an option back then to.
What do you think about teenagers with that kind of situation if they get pregnant?
I look back at myself when I was a teenager and how immature I was, and I didn't even know anything about taking care of a child. And you have to think about how the parents are the one that are going to be taking care of the baby, not the teenager mother who's just getting her license and going out every night. But so I think teenagers are just learning to grow up themselves. They don't know anything about a baby.
Babies raising babies.
Yeah, all the money that it takes, everything. They have no idea.
Is abortion something that is easy or difficult to talk about for you?
It's easy. I mean, whenever I talk about it with someone who is completely against abortion, it gets a little heated. But I'm comfortable talking about it. I can see why others are not. It's such a big issue, but it does not make me uncomfortable at all.
And if you became pregnant with your boyfriend right now, would you?
Definitely. We've talked about it, and I cannot afford a child, and neither can he, and we're just too young. There's no way. So that's definitely, I would not just consider it, I would most likely get one.
What kind of reproductive harm do you think abortions cause?
For me or for
Women in general?
I mean, you hear about those illegal abortions, and they can botch a woman where she can't have children in the future, or there's all sorts of medical issues that happen to her. I think a lot of people don't realize that by not doing it in the legal form, and it's expensive, but you can really hurt yourself if you go to just some doctor that's not a legal practitioner. So I think it's definitely important that a woman has a proper doctor do it for her.
Has your view about abortion changed since, like, when you were younger, and has it changed? Since
It has
you've gotten older?
100% changed. I was so against abortion completely. I thought it was immoral. I couldn't understand how anyone would do it. I looked at, if somebody had an abortion, I was like, well, that's your fault. You shouldn't have had sex, and you have to live with that consequence. And now, being a young adult who, has a boyfriend, and I realize I just can't, there is no way I could have a child right now. I can't afford it. I can't even afford myself. So I totally have switched views, and I never thought I would. I was just always against it, and now I'm totally pro-choice.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Sure.